It is pretty windy out here right now, and if I didn't have the shotgun mic on, it would be really hard to hear me. If it was hard to hear, maybe we'd have to talk in sign language. That was just a really forced intro on that one. I admit, I'm sorry about that one. One thing that's interesting to learn is that pretty much every language that has its own sign language has its own sign language. It's totally different. In English, I know we have, well, there's Amersland, American Sign Language. I don't know, it's probably the same that's used in Canada, but I don't know what they use in England or Australia. An interesting thing I didn't know about that is that the grammar between English and American Sign Language is actually different. The same thing holds true in Japanese. There's a Japanese Sign Language, it's called Shua in Japanese, and the grammar is different from Japanese. Japanese Sign Language grammar is actually closer to English than it is to Japanese. Maybe I should learn it. My wife is. My wife has been taking a couple classes already, and I don't know how complex of a conversation she can have, really. I don't know how good she's gotten. But the class is finished, but she still goes to like the group. They have a circle. They do, I guess, practice to keep in practice. That was terrible. I need a thesaurus. I've got a thesaurus, but it's bad, 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 and bad. Ugh. I just wanted to share a couple of Japanese sign language gestures. That's the wrong word. A couple of Japanese signs that my wife shared with me, because they're fantastic. Well, my favorite Japanese sign. I'll get to it. I'll lead up to first. Actually, I'm not sure which hand it is, if it's this hand or this hand. One of them means sister. If you raise your hand up, it's older sister, and if you drop your hand downward, it's younger sister. Makes sense. Older sister, younger sister, sister. Or if you put two hands up and go like this, it means sisters. That's cute enough. But this is brother. I am not joking. This is younger brother. This is older brother. This is brothers. This is not a joke, that is not a dirty gesture. This is brothers in Japanese Sign Language. And when my wife learned that, half the class broke up and laughing because they knew what it meant in English. So that is my favorite Japanese sign. And I have a younger brother. Duncan and Kai are brothers. Now, of course, these gestures developed without influence of English, otherwise that wouldn't be a sign for brother. I don't know how they became brother. I love it. It's great. I do have to add one more thing. Gestures are not universal. You know, like in English, this is good and this is generally bad, or you know, yes and no, because people say it comes from the gladiator times, where this was, you know, he did good, let him live, and this was don't kill him. But it actually might have been the opposite. This might have been put your sword down, this might have been shove your sword up his throat. So we're not really sure which one's supposed to be good and bad. In Japan, this is fine. This means die or go to hell. So if you're a foreigner coming to Japan and you want to say no or bad or don't do this. Don't do that at all. But go ahead and do this if you're talking to a deaf person. No, don't do that, don't do that. I really have found no opportunity to do this in sign language, because that's all I can say. Older brother, younger brother, brothers, sister, older sister, younger sister, sisters, that's all I can say. But I'm quite happy to be able to say brothers. I'm sorry, I'm really milking this, but it's too good!